Listen up, are you tired of boring diet food that tastes like cardboard and leave you hungry? Do you think healthy eating means sacrificing flavor? Well, you're wrong. I'm here to show you that losing weight doesn't have to mean torturing your taste buds. We're talking about lean, mean chicken dishes that are packed with flavor and will help you shed those unwanted pounds. Get ready to ditch the greasy fast food and embrace a healthier, more delicious you. Alright, let's get started with a classic grilled lemon herb chicken salad. We're talking about juicy, perfectly grilled chicken breast bursting with zesty lemon and fresh herbs. This isn't your sad, soggy salad, this is a flavor explosion. And don't even think about using that bottled dressing. We're making our own with a simple lemon vinaigrette. First, we need to pound those chicken breasts to an even thickness. You want them to cook evenly, not end up like a dog's dinner. Season them generously with salt, pepper, and your choice of herbs. I like to use a mix of rosemary, thyme, and oregano, but you can use whatever you like. Now let's talk about the grill. Get it nice and hot. You want those beautiful grill marks on your chicken. A hot grill will also prevent the chicken from sticking and drying out. Cook the chicken for about 5 to 6 minutes per side, or until it's cooked through. Remember, we want juicy chicken, not rubber. While the chicken is resting, let's whip up that lemon vinaigrette. It's dead simple. Freshly squeezed lemon juice, olive oil, salt, pepper, and a touch of Dijon mustard for a bit of a kick. Whisk it all together until it's emulsified. Now let's assemble this masterpiece. Start with a bed of fresh greens. I like to use a mix of arugula and spinach for a bit of bite. Then slice your grilled chicken and arrange it on top of the greens. Add some cherry tomatoes for sweetness, cucumber for freshness, and some red onion for a bit of a bite. Finally, drizzle that glorious lemon vinaigrette over the salad and toss it all together. There you have it, a grilled lemon herb chicken salad that's bursting with flavor and good for you. It's packed with lean protein to keep you feeling full and satisfied, and the herbs and lemon juice help to boost your metabolism. So ditch that greasy burger and treat your body to a meal that tastes as good as it makes you feel. Right, enough with the salads. Let's turn up the heat with a chicken and vegetable stir-fry that'll knock your socks off. We're talking about tender chicken, crisp tender vegetables, and a vibrant sauce that'll have you licking the plate clean. And the best part? It's all cooked in one pan, so less washing up for you. First things first, get your ingredients prepped. We want everything chopped and ready to go before we even think about turning on the stove. For the chicken, I like to use boneless, skinless thighs because they stay nice and juicy, but you can use breasts if you prefer. Cut the chicken into bite-sized pieces and set aside. Now for the vegetables. This is where you can get really creative. I'm using a mix of broccoli, carrots, bell peppers, snap peas, and mushrooms, but you can use whatever you have on hand. Just make sure to cut everything into bite-sized pieces so they cook evenly. Once your ingredients are prepped, it's time to get cooking. Heat a large wok or skillet over high heat and add a drizzle of oil. We're only using a small amount of oil to keep things healthy. Add the chicken to the hot pan and stir-fry until it's golden brown and cooked through. Now add the vegetables to the pan and stir-fry for a few minutes until they're crisp tender. We don't want to overcook the vegetables, they should still have a bit of crunch to them. While the chicken and vegetables are cooking, let's make the sauce. In a small bowl, whisk together soy sauce, honey, rice vinegar, sesame oil, and a pinch of red pepper flakes for a bit of heat. Pour the sauce over the chicken and vegetables and stir-fry for another minute or two until the sauce is thickened and bubbly. And there you have it, a chicken and vegetable stir-fry that's bursting with flavor and good for you. It's packed with lean protein and fresh vegetables, and the minimal amount of oil keeps things light and healthy. Ready for what's next? This next recipe is for those who think healthy eating means bland and boring. We're about to blow that myth out of the water with a baked chicken with spinach and artichokes that's bursting with flavor and good for you. It's a simple dish, but don't let that fool you. It's packed with flavor. First, preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. While the oven is heating up, prepare the chicken breasts. We're going to pound them to an even thickness again, just like we did with the grilled lemon herb chicken salad. This ensures that the chicken cooks evenly and doesn't dry out. Now let's talk about the star of the show, the spinach and artichoke filling. We're using frozen spinach for convenience, but if you have fresh spinach on hand, feel free to use that instead. Just make sure to wilt it down before adding it to the filling. For the artichokes, I like to use canned artichoke hearts, but you can also use frozen or fresh. Just make sure to chop them into bite-sized pieces. In a medium bowl, combine the spinach, artichokes, cream cheese, grated Parmesan cheese, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. Mix everything together until it's well combined. Spread the spinach and artichoke filling over the chicken breasts. Make sure to spread it all the way to the edges. Then carefully roll up each chicken breast and secure it with toothpicks. Place the rolled chicken breasts in a baking dish and bake for 30 to 35 minutes, or until the chicken is cooked through. And there you have it, a baked chicken with spinach and artichokes that's bursting with flavor and good for you. It's packed with lean protein, fiber-rich vegetables, and the creamy spinach and artichoke filling is simply divine. All right, are you ready for this one? Are you ready to turn up the heat? This spicy chicken chili is not for the faint of heart. It's packed with flavor, protein, and a fiery kick that will have you sweating. But don't worry, it's the good kind of sweat. The kind that tells you you're burning calories and boosting your metabolism. First things first, grab your largest pot. This chili is hearty and filling, so we need a pot that can handle it. Heat a drizzle of olive oil in the pot over medium heat. Now let's get those flavors going. Add chopped onions, bell peppers, and jalapenos to the pot and cook until softened. We're building layers of flavor here, so don't rush it. Next, add ground chicken to the pot and cook until brown. We want to make sure the chicken is cooked through before we add the rest of the ingredients. Now, it's time to spice things up. Add chili powder, cumin, smoked paprika, cayenne pepper, and a pinch of cinnamon to the pot. Stir everything together and let the spices bloom for a minute or two. The aroma will be incredible. Add diced tomatoes, black beans, kidney beans, and chicken broth to the pot. Bring the chili to a boil, then reduce heat and simmer for at least 30 minutes, or until thickened. The longer it simmers, the more the flavors will develop. While the chili is simmering, let's talk toppings. A dollop of Greek yogurt or sour cream adds a cool contrast to the spiciness. Fresh cilantro adds a burst of freshness. And if you're feeling really adventurous, sprinkle on some crumbled tortilla chips for a bit of crunch. There you have it, a spicy chicken chili that will warm you from the inside out. It's packed with protein, fiber, and flavor, and the spices will give your metabolism a much-needed boost. Here it is, our last recipe. This next recipe is for those days when you need a warm hug in a bowl. But don't reach for that processed, sodium-laden soup from the supermarket. We're making a chicken soup with loads of vegetables that's not only delicious and comforting, but also good for you. It's packed with nutrients, low in calories, and will have you feeling your best in no time. First, grab your largest pot again. We're making a big batch of soup here, so we need a pot that can handle it. Heat a drizzle of olive oil in the pot over medium heat. Now let's build those flavors. Add chopped onions, carrots, celery, and garlic to the pot and cook until softened. These aromatic vegetables form the base of our flavorful broth. Next, add boneless, skinless chicken breasts to the pot. We're using chicken breasts for a leaner soup, but you can use chicken thighs if you prefer a richer flavor. Pour in enough chicken broth to cover the chicken and vegetables. Bring the soup to a boil, then reduce heat and simmer for 30 minutes, or until the chicken is cooked through. While the soup is simmering, let's prepare the rest of the vegetables. We're adding a medley of vegetables to this soup for added flavor, texture, and nutrients. Chop zucchini, yellow squash, corn kernels, and green beans into bite-sized pieces. Once the chicken is cooked through, remove it from the pot and shred it using 2 forks. Return the shredded chicken to the pot. Add the chopped zucchini, yellow squash, corn kernels, and green beans to the pot. Simmer for another 15 to 20 minutes, or until the vegetables are tender. Season the soup with salt, pepper, and any other herbs or spices you like. I like to add a pinch of dried thyme and rosemary for an extra layer of flavor. There you have it, a chicken soup with loads of vegetables that's as good for the soul as it is for the body. It's packed with lean protein, fiber-rich vegetables, and flavor that will warm you from the inside out. There you have it, 5 healthy chicken recipes that are packed with flavor and will help you shed those unwanted pounds. No more excuses for eating bland and boring diet food. It's time to take control of your health and your taste buds. Get in the kitchen and start cooking. Remember, cooking healthy doesn't have to be a chore. With a little bit of effort and a lot of passion, you can create delicious and nutritious meals that will make you feel like $1,000,000. Now stop watching and get cooking.